Dave? What are you doing? What are you doing here?
We always do reviews after the podcast. So every time we finish the podcast, I come down here.
We're still doing those?
No.
I was gonna say, had it been like 3 months since we did a review?
I don't know. It's been a long time.
How long have you been down here?
Well, we recorded a podcast last week.
Did we?
Yeah. So I've just been waiting.
Weird. Sorry.
It's okay.
So I guess we're going to do this again, huh?
Are we? We're going to review toys? On ToyWorldOrder? Toys? Wow. Wow.
Like that, don't you? Bad boy. Naughty, naughty box.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Arezzi.
Oh.
Alto.
What's that?
Par.
This, my friends, is the Avengers Infinity War set of Marvel Legends. And Dave, well, bought the whole case. There's a figure that's not
There's
in
an extra Iron Man.
There's an extra Iron Man in the cases. But Dave bought the whole case.
Turns out he doesn't come with a Build-A-Figure part anyway.
So he's not technically necessary, but...
Yeah, well, who...
So we get Captain America in his Infinity War. We get Marvel's Songbird.
Yeah, her.
I don't know who she is.
I don't either.
We get the Serpent Society.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't call him King Cobra.
I don't know. He is. Klaus Voorhees. Cousin to Jason Voorhees.
I'm pretty sure that character came first.
I'm pretty sure he did too. He's a 60s character. We get Proxima Midnight. One of
the Chosen.
One of Thanos' Chosen.
Well, actually from XCOM. It was an XCOM joke.
Oh, that's true. Iron Spider.
Does whatever an Iron Spider can.
A new version of Taskmaster.
Which is actually the old version of Taskmaster.
And the Iron Man.
The unnecessary Iron Man.
Unnecessary Iron Man indeed. It's actually a really cool wave of figures that...
It's a nice mix of movie and comic.
It is.
And as anecdotal evidence, not evidence, but when I was there was actually someone there just for the comic book based figures,
yes.
And there was someone there for the movie figures.
Yes. So it's very cool that we got several. Plus the Build-A-Figure in this is Thanos.
Yes.
So we do get a Build-A-Figure of Thanos. Now, what's interesting, and we'll talk more about it once we put Thanos together, but it's very interesting that people have been kind of down on the look of Thanos from the trailers and the film.
Rick from Pawn Stars?
Yes. Although, if you look at the past versions of Thanos, it's not that far. We've just never seen him without a helmet, because in all the previous stuff, he's had a helmet on.
Sure, and he's also in like direct sunlight, which I think affects the color of his skin.
I think so.
Usually he's sitting in a brooding little meteor in deep space.
Yes. Now, I'm sure by the end of Infinity War, we're going to see Thanos in his full armor, I would imagine. But maybe. We don't know yet.
They got a whole other film to do.
They do have a whole other film to do. Packaging on these are pretty much, same what you would see with Marvel Legends. Just different coloring. They've been differentiating the coloring.
You got the logo on the top. Yep. You got the character design on the side.
So they all have the Infinity War logo on the front of them there.
Yeah.
So you know that it's from that wave. So a lot of waves coming out for Legends this year. A lot of waves coming out for Legends. So.
Yeah, I mean, we've already had the Deadpool wave, the Spider-Man wave, this wave.
Yes. And many more to come.
Yeah.
So what do you say we open these bad boys and let's take a look at them and take a look at the Build-A-Figure of Thanos.
Yay.
Yes, yes. All right, let's take a look at Mr. Taskmaster here. So we've had a Taskmaster in the past.
We've had two.
We've had two.
There was a Toy Biz one.
And one from Hasbro, right?
Yeah, and the Hasbro one was the modern, updated version, and this is an update of the Toy Biz classic version.
Yes. It's a very nice... Of course, it's a great figure. It's always nice to have an updated figure, I think.
Especially for a more obscure character that doesn't get a lot of love.
Yeah, and I've noticed, I don't know if a lot of the recent Legends, because we haven't reviewed a lot of them.
I don't think so.
But pretty much almost this entire wave has ratchet arms.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. But of course...
Or ratchet shoulders.
Ratchet shoulders, yes. But of course, all the same articulation as a Legend. You could actually take the cape off if you wanted. It's connected to a peg in the back, which I'm not going to take it off for you because it's a pain with this hood. Because the hood actually is glued to the top of the face. The shield here, of course, can clip on, or he can hold it.
Yeah, you noted off camera, it's the Captain America shield.
Yes, it's the Captain America shield because it's got the peg there when it's folded back, because it does fold back. So he's got the little peg there. He can hold it as well like that. So he can hold it or wear it on his wrist. Doesn't matter. Comes with his sword. Of course, the sword's removable. Pain in the butt to get in his hand though, because Legends hands, aren't as pliable as most soft plastic should be. So.
But well, that's so when it gets in there, he'll hold it.
Yeah, exactly. But standard articulation is pretty much all recent Marvel Legends.
Don't forget the little,
He's also got a little pistol on his side.
That's a standard Marvel Legends pistol. It's come with a lot of figures.
Yeah, it has come with a lot of figures. Of course, colored gold to match his look. But he can hold it. He can put it in his holster. So Taskmaster is a very, very cool figure. Again, I always like it when we get updates of these figures because it just kind of brings things full circle, really. When you think about it, it's just a nice little, and of course his belt's a separate piece, so it kind of moves up and down, so it can, I don't think it can be removed, but it is a separate piece. It's not sculpted onto him, so that's a plus. But all the great movement. So we get Iron Spider.
Yeah, the costume that was shown off at the very end of Homecoming.
Shown off at the very end of Homecoming.
We're gonna get to see what it can do.
Yeah, we are going to see what it can do, and of course, according to some of the promotional material sent out by different Marvel licensing companies, they have shown the Iron Spider arms.
And the Lego figure comes with the Iron Spider arms.
Yeah, and the Lego figure comes with the Iron Spider arms. This is kind of cool. Is I don't think Taskmaster had it, but he actually has
the back and forth
shoulder blades. Yeah,
that's an old Toy Biz thing.
Yeah, it is. A lot of old Toy Biz figures had this.
Had those. It's crept into a few of the Hasbro ones, but it's fairly rare.
I think they creep it in when it fits.
Well, yeah, because Spidey's a very posable guy. He's very he gets in a lot of crazy positions.
Yeah.
So they want that for the really posable figures.
Yeah. Only problem with these coming out of the package is the fingers are all janked up.
Yeah.
Because the way they shoved them into the holder. But Spider-Man's look is, of course, the Iron Spider costume is a classic costume from the comics now with the Civil War.
To be fair, they're calling it the Iron Spider costume. Apparently it has the arms. It looks nothing like the Iron Spider.
No, it does not. It does not.
It's just sort of a techno.
Yeah, a techno version of Spidey's costume. So
a little of the gold, but
it does. It does. It has a little bit of the gold, but it's a neat figure. It's a nice.
It's a cool figure. It's definitely a.
It's a very well sculpted figure. So it's Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Need my iron arms for Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised we didn't get those.
I am too, actually.
We better not.
It's weird.
In Wave 2, there better not be a second Iron Spider with the freaking
arms. Yeah. We get our next member of the Serpent Society, known as King Cobra, who is a pretty, if you'll excuse my language, damn amazing figure. I've enjoyed all the Serpent Society figures. I think they've done a good job with them. I love the sculpting on this with the scales.
Can you name them all?
I can't. I know you can, but I cannot. Can you? Well, name them for us, David.
I believe it's Copperhead, Bushmaster, and Eel.
And Copperhead's an old figure. Like, that figure's been out for a long time. No?
Last year, I think.
Last year?
Bushmaster's old.
Oh, Bushmaster's old. Okay. And there's still how many Serpent Society figures?
I wish they do Diamondback, because she always was romantically linked with Steve.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Casey was a good guy.
But he's a nice figure. He's just got,
He's a very cool figure.
Yeah,
to get back at the toy in front of us.
The inside of his cape is sculpted like a Cobra's hood, which is cool.
Yeah. It's like he's got a little Cobra hood on, and then he's got like a Cobra hood cape. He's very... There's just... They kind of went to town with the whole hood theme.
They did go to the town with the whole hood thing. And of course, the cape is removable. It just split here in the middle.
It clips.
And it clips on the back and the hole. But that way you can kind of see the hood...
Looks like they reused a lot of the scaly bits are from Green Goblin.
Green Goblin, yeah. The arms and the legs are
I'd
Green
say
Goblin scaly bits.
Mostly just a
the wrists are a separate piece.
The gauntlet, yeah.
Yeah, the gauntlets are a separate piece. So yes, this entire body minus the belt, because the paint and the boots are all probably Green Goblin. I don't know about the hands though. The hands
might be from somebody else.
Yeah, hands.
Point being, it's a cobbled together figure, but it works really well.
Yeah, it works really well. So it's nice to have another member of the Serpent Society.
I believe he's the leader. I'm not an expert, but I believe he's the leader.
Very cool figure, though. Very neat. Rawr.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites from the wave.
We get Songbird.
Oh, yeah, her.
Which Dave...
I have no idea who this character is. A cacophony of skill and supersonic powers makes Melissa Gold the high-pitched hero, Songbird. Well, that helps to no end. So, she sings a lot. I don't know. I honestly don't even know if she's a new character or she's some obscure character from the 70s.
Right.
Rob Irizarry will post something.
Rob will.
For those of you watching this video, just check the comments. Rob Irizarry will chime in and let us know who she is.
Surprisingly, the hair sculpt here doesn't really stop her movement a whole lot. Like, she can't tilt her head back because of the large sculpted hair here, but she can tilt her head forward. And she's got an ab crunch, that not the typical ab crunch, but of course that's
the standard these days. Hasbro, sort of just below the breastbone.
Yeah, crunch. And her hands are both. She's got this great. I like to call Austin Powers karate chop.
Yeah.
Judo chop, judo chop. And then of course she's got this giant psionic. I'm guessing it's psychic's wings.
Yeah, it doesn't look cheap at all.
That plug into her back like most of the capes do on figures, and gives her this great display base for her.
I wonder if that's like a Phoenix effect they reused. I can't remember.
It's possible.
Yeah. I skipped the last Phoenix they did.
But it does kind of make her kind of difficult to stand because she does want to... But the sculpting on the wings is really nice, though. But again, yes, it's probably a reuse of the Phoenix.
If it wasn't, or it will be in the future.
Right, exactly. Because we are getting an X-Men movie with Phoenix. So Maybe. Possibly. We don't know.
That got pushed back.
It did get pushed back.
It got pushed back hard.
We get the Infinity War Iron Man armor.
Yay.
Which, I don't have a lot to say about it. It's another Iron Man. It's a nice costume. I mean, it's going to be a nice armor. Of course, they're saying this is his, what do they call it? Proteus armor? Like the nanobite, the nano armor?
Yeah, the nano
I can't think of what they're actually called, what they've called it in the past.
I don't remember what that's called.
But allowing him to create weapons of any choosing just by thinking about them, which it's about time. He's had that costume in the comics before.
Has he? Okay.
It's about time we probably got that there. But he comes with a couple extra hands, so he's got 2 fisted hands that you can actually change out, and then 2 open palm firing hands for his repulsor blast.
Yeah, they've had those for a while, and I think
the repulsors, of course, come out of them.
I believe you can also plug those into his feet, so it's like a.
You can actually.
Yeah.
So you can.
So it's like he's flying.
Yeah. So we can plug both of those into his feet. And so. Again, Iron Man doesn't come with a piece. Like, he doesn't come with a collect and connect piece for the Build-A-Figure.
Yeah.
So
I think that's their way of saying we know it's another Iron Man.
You don't necessarily need to buy the Iron Man, but if you're a completist...
If you're a completist or you're just not paying attention, that would be me.
Be Dave.
You know, you can get him.
Yes.
But we don't want to make you feel obligated.
No, but he's an alright figure.
He's actually... The sculpt is really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like... Again, we got one in the Black Panther wave, and we're pretty good on movie Iron Man at this point.
I agree.
And regular Iron Man.
And the regular Iron Man.
And alternate universe Iron Man. We're good on the Iron Mans.
Yes, we're good. We don't need any more Iron Mans.
Except the guy who's going to buy the 10th anniversary Tony Stark Mark 1.
Well, of course, because we don't have a Mark 1.
We really don't. But we do. It's not to scale. They did their own scale for Iron Man.
Yes. We get one of Thanos' chosen. The Order of Thanos.
Yeah, the Chosen's an XCOM joke.
Oh.
Let it go.
Oh, sorry. Proxima Midnight, who is actually a pretty damn big figure. Look at her next to Cat.
She's an alien.
Yeah, she is an alien. She's crazy alien, but she's
married to Corvus Glaive.
She is married to Corvus Glaive. Who
you don't know any of this. You're just parroting everything I say.
I know she's married to one of them, and I know it's Corvus Glaive because he's the. I
think he's like the leader. He's the boss.
He's the boss. Which I think we are getting a Corvus Glaive soon. I think in one of the 2-packs, maybe.
Maybe.
So, but she's a neat alien chick.
Cool. Yeah, she's a cool design.
I'm not sure what her race is.
I don't even know if they've given that.
Yeah, but again, she's got the below the breastbone.
And she's not a classic Marvel race like Kree or Skull.
No, but she's got the awesome
stick thing that she throws
dagger
at somebody.
That she throws it at Steve, and Steve catches it. But she's just as posable as the rest of the Legends, and she's got actually a pretty nice paint job. I mean, the eyes, you can't really tell, but the eyes are really well done in here. Like they've got some red in them. A
little bit of shine too.
Yeah, a little bit of shine, some red. She's got some red kind of speckles across the top of her head. So very nice figure for her.
And she's clearly a new, unique sculpt. Like there is so much little detail in the sculpt because you could be like, oh, well, it's just a She-Hulk figure. No,
that's
got like a lot of like little.
Yeah, a lot of bits on her arm that's sculpted, and the pieces in her armor that's sculpted. So very cool figure. And then we get our new Steve Rogers. Our new Captain America. Whether or not he's going by Cap in this movie or by Nomad, we don't know yet. But clearly in kind of an homage to the Nomad costume.
Nothing like the Nomad costume.
Well, it doesn't. It still looks like Captain America, but the coloring's kind of.
Do you know what Nomad's costume looks like?
It's like black and white.
No, it's purple.
Oh, is it purple?
It's purple, and it's got a big old cape, and he's got a crazy
I'm thinking
mask.
of U.S. Agent, aren't I?
You're thinking of U.S. Agent.
My bad. See, at least I knew who U.S. Agent was as well.
Sure.
My bad. But of course, he comes with his new shield.
Yeah.
His new vibranium shield, which is kind of sad because it's not nearly as big as the original shield, but I know it expands. It can expand. So probably one of the creations that Shuri creates for him in Wakanda. So, but he also comes with some extra hands. So he's got one gloved hand here, and then he's got an open hand so he can hold the shield. And then you actually get these two
punch and fists.
But this is one of the figures, I believe they used the technology on Steve, that this is one of the new figures that they've used a new rendering capture program that captures the actor's face.
It looks like Chris Evans.
Yeah, it does look like Chris Evans. So a lot of the movie figures that are coming out, at least the human characters, they're using this. I know the Paul Rudd that's coming out for Ant-Man and the Wasp looks amazing. Like with Paul Rudd's little smirk and everything. It's a spectacular figure. So all of the human figures, I think from this point forward, from the film universe, have had this procedure done where they've basically real scan kind of thing. Something they've been doing since, not Hasbro, but like something Jakks Pacific started doing for the wrestling figures in the mid-2000s or so, early 2000s. So they were doing real scan to create these realistic looking portrayals of these faces.
And they're doing it across the board. I think they did it with The Last Jedi, too, for some of the Black Series?
Yes, for some of the Black Series. So you're going to see face sculpts instead of a sculptor actually doing the face. They're still going to have a machine do it, which is fine. Cause,
it's a little sad, but I mean, the results are
very impressive. So you can't...
I'm only bummed that he's got the stupid beard, because, I like the beard, but it's like we get this perfect Chris Evans sculpt, and he's got a beard.
And then we got...
Thanos, the Mad Titan.
Hold on a second.
Created by what?
Thanos is big. There we go.
Jim
Starlin.
Yeah.
Creating Thanos the Mad Titan. It wasn't created specifically for the Infinity War.
No. He was created to fight Captain Marvel, I believe.
Yep. And then he just became a big bad. But again, Thanos. I mean, he's silly looking.
Without the hat, he looks dumb.
Yeah. Sadly, he's pretty articulated, but.
Again, the figure is really well done.
Yeah, but the gauntlet itself, doesn't turn. You can't actually turn the top of the gauntlet. You can just turn the hand.
Well, Jason, it's the Infinity Gauntlet.
Well, I know.
He makes the universe turn around the gauntlet.
So he's Chuck Norris?
Yes, actually, that's what that gauntlet gives you, the powers of Chuck Norris.
I want an Infinity Gauntlet so I can beat Chuck Norris.
Exactly.
But, I mean, as far as a Build-A-Figure goes, he's not...
It's fine. He's good. I'm not happy. It's one of those situations where I'm not happy with the design, but the toy itself is excellent.
Yeah. And here's hoping that the early trailers, although we know this is the design because the sculpt of the figure matches, but maybe as the film goes on, like we said, hopefully he
puts on a hat.
Yeah, hopefully he armors up and puts on a helmet, because the helmet is what really, I think, kind of stopped people from noticing the silly design when he would make appearances early on. In the series, starting with Guardians? Or starting with Avengers?
Avengers post-credit. He had the hat. I think he had the hat in Guardians, too.
Yeah, he did. He had his helmet.
Also, he was sitting in the depth of space, so it was kind of dark.
It's kind of dark, so that,
And in this one, he's walking around in broad daylight.
Yeah. So, great line of figures, though. Great, of course...
It's a good wave.
Yeah, it's a good wave. Of course, his
skirt?
His skirt here is a separate piece. It's a plastic piece, so... Wow. Good wave of figures. A decent Build-A-Figure. I mean... we are getting a comic version of Thanos that I believe is hitting now
at Walmart. Actually, ironically, it's a reissue of another Build-A-Figure of Thanos.
Yes, it is. but it has a different
color scheme. Sorry.
Different color scheme, and I think a different head.
It might be a different head.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have it.
So, very cool though. Very cool line of figures.
Yay!
Yay! Now I can pick up Iron Man's fist.
Yay!
There you go, guys. There's a look at the Infinity War wave of Marvel Legends. These are out in stores now, or at least should be hitting everywhere. So
we got 2 cases.
We did get 2 cases here in Springfield, so you should be able to find them. But I think it's a great assortment of figures. Dave is not happy with Thanos. I'm all right with it. It's whatever. He looks a little silly, but Proxima Midnight's cool. I think Iron Spider's a neat figure. Iron Man, and we get enough Iron Man. Who cares?
Yeah. We just got one in the Black Panther wave.
Yeah, we did, actually. Taskmaster's kind of cool.
Well, it's a nice... Yeah, it's nice.
It's a nice update.
It's a nice update.
King Cobra?
King Cobra. Well, cool. they call him Serpent Society.
Serpent Society, yeah.
They're slowly building up their little Serpent Society. We've got, I think he's like the fourth member. Third or fourth member, yeah.
And then, of course, Songbird, who's
good old Songbird.
Kind of a neat figure.
Sure.
And then Captain America, the Infinity War Captain America, the famous Get This Man a Shield. With his new vibranium shield, so which I'm okay with. It's a neat figure. I think it's a really great wave. I think it's the build.
It's a solid wave.
Yeah, it's a solid wave. Again, the Thanos Build-A-Figure, he could have just been a regular figure, and they could have made another figure, a Build-A-Figure for that wave.
Yeah, well, I mean, these days, at least I appreciate that he's a larger figure.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them, with Black Panther, it was Okoye.
Yeah, it was Okoye.
It was a Build-A-Figure, and it's that's kind of
weak.
Yeah.
She could have been just a packaged figure, and you guys could have done, I don't know, they could have done an M'Baku Build-A-Figure.
I would love an M'Baku.
M'Baku would have been awesome.
I really hope we get a second wave of Black Panther in the hopes of getting M'Baku.
Just to get an M'Baku. Oh, he'd have been a giant figure. It would have been awesome.
Or just do him as a regular figure. Do the Build-A-Figure as one of the Rhinos.
Oh, one of the Rhinos.
They're all like, why are you talking about the Black Panther stuff? You're supposed to be reviewing the Infinity War. But we haven't seen that movie yet, so we don't know what we want from it.
We know what we want from it. We know what we want from Black Panther.
Yeah.
I want an M'Baku.
I want M'Baku and a Rhino.
My people will eat you now. I'm kidding. They're vegetarians. M'Baku is one of the best parts of Black Panther.
He was great.
Yeah. But gang, we'll be back. Maybe real soon.
Maybe real soon.
Maybe sooner than later with another all new review here on ToyWorldOrder.com. Maybe, possibly. I guess you'll have to stick around to find out.
And then months of nothing.
That's not true. We actually got some great plans going on for Toy World Order, so we're gearing up to do some cool stuff this year. So make sure you tune in. Check us out. Of course, if you haven't, subscribe, mash the like button, join in the conversation. Mash it.
Okay, well.
He doesn't want to mash it because his arms are really tight. Mash the like button. Check out everything we have there to offer on youtube.com/ToyWorldOrder, youtube.com/boardtotheshow. Check out everything. So, and again, until next time, David.
Keep playing with your toys.
Take care, guys. We'll see you next time.
Wow. Wow. There's a smell.
Oh. Smart move, Iron Man. Run while you can.
I don't know if she's a good guy or a bad guy, so I don't know if I should hit her or not.
Hit her anyway.
Wow. Okay, Ryan Seacrest.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that.